I got a new hat from my grandma, Peggy Carter. Do you guys like it? Do you like it? Do you think Alba Batista gave it to me because she says she's Peggy Carter? Or do you think it was the real Peggy Carter? Do you think it was the real Peggy Carter that gave me this ring? Or do you think it was Alba Batista who thinks she's Peggy Carter? I think it was the real Peggy Carter who gave me this ring and this hat. Let's see. It's so weird that you guys can't deal with the fact that there's one platonic and two romantic, or one romantic and two platonic. You guys can't deal with it at all. You're like, oh my god, she's literally married to her grandfather. um you can't get over it that there's two orange bodies, even though that's just unconditional. They're just unconditional loving. It's just unconditional love planet with no skin, and it's just unconditionally loving energy. And I made two of them specifically, one romantic and one platonic, uh from that planet that you guys can't seem to get to because you can only get to the lowest chakra area. And because you can only get to lowest chakra area, you're like, there's only one. And I'm like, no, there's two. There's two. There's one platonic and two romantic, or one romantic and two platonic. We're trying to make the platonic God right now. So I would say that the romantic one is fairly established, since you guys are like, there's only one. There's only one. So where the hell's Chris Hemsworth supposed to go? Because he's two. He's literally two. He's thing two. He is literally thing two. I'm around a bunch of thing twos right now. Okay. This is thing two house. This is thing two house. Okay. They're all thing twos. They're all platonic solids in this house. Okay. This is a platonic solid house. All right. If I had my husband, I'd have thing one. Okay. That's how it works. So I had Brandon or Colin, keeping it simple. Then that would have thing one. That's thing one, and this whole house is this is the house of thing two. Was I clear? This is the house of thing two, the platonic solid. This is a platonic solid ring. Okay. Keep trying to convince me otherwise because y'all are stuck on level one. Y'all can't seem to get up because you don't want to open the gates. Well, the gates are opening due to virtual reality, due to them being in the simulation and getting pulled out and put into the simulation. And it's causing the gates to open. And I'm talking about the Avengers. We had the assemble moment last night. It was just a split second again. So I don't know. We'll see what kind of superpowers I got from that split second. But there's definitely coming online. Take my hat off. Who you fooling? Alba Batista from Portugal. Or Brazil. I don't know where the fuck you're from. I just know you speak Portuguese. 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 Muy bene. There's a lot of Brazilians in LA, so you kind of pick up a little bit of Portuguese. A lot of hot Brazilians with surfboards. I used to, yeah, I've known Falo. I don't remember, but I used to know some Portuguese because I had a Brazilian boyfriend, Brazilian surfer boyfriend. He was a. Did I talk about this story? He was paparazzi. He was a paparazzi. Okay, he was the hottest Brazilian surfer man I have ever met in my life. He was fucking fine as fuck. Okay, He was so fucking fine. And then like I meet him and he's like a photographer or whatever. We go out, we basically become like boyfriend, girlfriend right away, whatever. And and I'm like, "You're a paparazzi?" I'm like, "Don't you have any respect for yourself?" Basically. And I was like, "Well, why don't you just like take some why don't you do a photo shoot with me? You know, like I'll start you off and like get you on the right foot so you can become like a famous photographer and you don't got to be a paparazzi." I'm like, "Who the fuck's a paparazzi?" I think his name is Marcelo. I can't remember his name anymore. Um, it wasn't Mauricio, I don't think. I think it was Marcelo. Anyway, so we did a photo shoot together and it basically just launched his career because I'm like really good at launching men's careers. And then he became like a famous like photographer for like famous models and whatever. And I guess did it out of the kindness of my heart because I was like, why the fuck are you a paparazzi? That sounds like an awful job. I don't know. I just did it, whatever. Because he wasn't that great of a boyfriend because he was super poor because he was a paparazzi. So I don't know. I was just like, here you go. Who knows what he's doing now? It's probably a ghost because none of this matters. And there's only one purpose in life, and it's to find the princess and worship her, how she feels fit to be worshipped. Platonic solids and romantic solids, right? That's the only goal. So he's probably a ghost now. Um, no, my life is great. I wake up at 5 a.m. I make some toast. My life is good, real good. I wake up at 5 a.m. I make myself some coffee. All right. So are we blowing our own minds, guys? The MS Paint program took over my ceiling this morning, so that was cool. Like it looked like that Photoshop stained glass texture, but inside the roof. But again, just for like 1 second, like one fucking, like I'm literally microdosing mushrooms right now, but like I'm not taking mushrooms because like I have to say that because I'm not Diplo and I'm not super powerful and everything like that. So I literally have to say I'm literally not microdosing mushrooms, but I feel like I'm microdosing mushrooms because like I'm not literally not as famous as Diplo, you know? Because I think it's sort of like status and like how like things matter, you know, like that kind of thing. Like because don't like the celebrities get free stuff and like I don't. Okay, so now they're all suffering and becoming ghosts, and I'm like trying to help them, but like nobody's listening to me, and I don't know what to do anymore. And I'm just like crying every day and like looking at diamonds, engagement rings, and being like, I wish I was engagement ring shopping with Hayden and Colin and minding my own business. Oh, is my nose bleeding again? No. My nose bled so bad this morning. It kind of like freaked me out. Um, so I just felt it and I was like, oh my God, is it like bleeding again like that crazy? It was like really bad this morning. 215. I can't remember if that's Philly or New York. Isn't that funny? No, it doesn't say. I guess it's both. I'm thinking the King of Prussia Mall, 215 or 212. I always get them. Now literally can't remember. Anyway, that doesn't really matter. Um, are you listening? Yes. What are you doing about it? And somebody said that that's like my tagline, and I was like, oh God, that sucks. That means I have to start calling them out on what they're doing about it. Like I thought that they were doing their jobs. just, I guess I'm like more embodying the boss, you know? And 1D to 3D forming in reality. Let me make sure that that posted. Nope, it's still a draft. Ugh, stupid YouTube. Oh my God, why is it still doing that? It doesn't want me to post that one. 1D to 2D, 1D to 3D forming. Isn't that annoying, guys? Like, what is wrong with my fucking... It still says draft. No? Okay, next. Like, why would it say that? Okay, if it's already uploaded, there it goes. It's so annoying. It's like it's already uploaded, so like, why would it be stuck again? 1D to 3D forming in reality. I mean, you guys should take that seriously. Okay, so okay, so yeah, so yes, Scarlett, you're listening, but what are you doing about it? Because we had an Avengers moment last night where they were remembering this funny moment at the table where Claire kept remembering. I asked her husband what year he was born because I wanted to know if he was the same age as Claire or not, and he said Claire's 1986 and her husband is 1984. And Claire kept saying 1987. 19, but like she wasn't like saying it like on purpose. She was like kept remembering it as 1987, and it kept making me laugh because that's what Adam's birthday is, and so she was like remembering like Adam's year, and she couldn't like we'd be like, no, Claire, 1984, and she'd be like, okay, right, 1987, like that, like very funny, and and I started laughing because it was so funny. And then I saw last night, I saw Sebastian Stan and Scarlett Johansson. As I told you, I have like the same set of siblings like everywhere I go, but like obviously platonic solids. One's platonic, one's romantic, and it's my video game. So that's how I made it. And so Claire is my sibling of, I'm actually Scarlett in this family, if that makes sense. And she's like Florence, but it was Scarlett who popped out of her suit. Anyway, I'm so tired of over describing. If you guys don't understand this by now, I don't really care, but all you do is like freak me. You're like freaking me out now when I'm like sleeping. I'm getting like weird image show. It's weird image week. It probably is. I'm getting like weird image week. You know, when I'm sleeping, I had a nightmare last night. It was not pleasant at all. I don't really know what's going on. I don't know if it was 20, I don't, maybe it was 2027 last night because, and then Sebastian Stan popped out of my brother Adam's suit and he's like, they're, you know, like, so Mike is Chris, Scarlett is Claire, fine. I'm Scarlett, Claire's Florence, and then Adam's Sebastian, and yeah, like that. So, but we all switch back and forth, so it's like whatever. And so they're supposed to be like my future Earth, my, you want me to say my future Earth siblings because you're that. See, that's what I mean. Like you're really into disturbing me right now. They're my future Earth. Oh my God, my future Earth. Freaking. Why can't I think of the word? So I made the same siblings everywhere we go, so that we always grow up together, so they can always feel safe with me and always get codes. Um, So I always keep them close to me and I always have the same siblings so that I can raise thing one and thing two, the platonic solid and the romantic solid at the same time so that they're always with me. And that's how I operate as God, okay? They are my husbands and wives from future Earth, Chris, Sebastian, and Scarlett. I feel like people are just weird and like should mind their own business and probably just get a life. And it just drives me crazy when people like try to like steal my words or like steal my life or steal my husband, like Annabelle is doing. So like anyway, um, so that's how I go about my life so that they can like stay close to me, and that's so evil can't win, because look at the evil right now. It's like, oh, let me just be like the creepiest motherfucker that you've ever met so that you never want to interact with people ever again. And then I'm going to hear from people, oh, she's scared of people again. No, I'm not scared of people. But some of y'all are acting crazy and creepy as fuck, and it's grossing me out. And it's not all of you. And me and Claire are sisters. Are we supposed to share some of our facial expressions or not? You're annoying. You're annoying me. You're annoying me. It's February 20th and Colin Farrell should be here by now, and it's driving me crazy. Okay, you guys are annoying me. My name is Alyssa, and if I call myself anything else, bad stuff starts to happen to me. And it should be the same way with you. You should be calling yourself your name, and if you're calling yourself Alyssa, then that's off, and that means bad stuff should happen to you. You should be calling yourself your name. And if there's some kind of fail-safe space trap that's off, and it's giving you the life of your dreams because you're calling yourself Alyssa, you're like a rocket that has like a ton of fuel, and then it burns up out in the atmosphere, and then it has no fuel, and then it comes crashing down to Earth. Okay, because your name's not Alyssa. You're just consciousness. You're just Alyssa consciousness. There's a time period in the future where all the babies, they just get named Alyssa consciousness because they have to wait until like a certain time to like figure out if like they know who they are or not. So they're just, all the babies are just named Alyssa consciousness. Yeah. Okay, so if you're calling yourself Alyssa Annabelle, then you can just, you're a baby and you're Alyssa consciousness. Because I'm sick of you, Annabelle. I'm sick of you. You think you can steal my husband from future Earth? You're causing future Earth to crash, to fallen Earth. And it's starting with Annabelle. I guess it started with Alba, but I feel like it's starting with Annabelle for some reason. It's like we still had a chance for like the last 7 to 10 years, didn't we, Chris? Like we were still going to future Earth. Now we're going to fallen Earth. And it's disgusting. It's disgusto. And I don't want to go there anymore. Anyway, it was calling the fucking, you know, I feel like we have like, it was calling the super soldier first family like through the suit, right? Because we're all turning into crazy clowns right in front of them. So we're all turning into DC crazy clown posse, and then it calls them their super soldiers. Because we're all laughing about it, and they're all like super stoic, right? Like they all act very super stoic pretty much, right? And they're like, what the fuck? It's real. And I'm like, yes, Scarlett, it's fucking real. I don't know how many times I have to say it's fucking real, Scarlett. Like, yes, it's fucking real, Scarlett. Get on your motorcycle and come pick me up. Um, you know, Claire had a traumatic day the other day, and so I put her in her own house in Manhattan Beach. And she's much happier. And like, look at us. Look what we're doing. This is crazy. This is crazy. What the fuck? Listen, the aliens are on the way. None of this matters anyway. Except it's not your game. Why don't you shut the fuck up? Why don't you shut the fuck up? I told you that a million times. We don't have like the get over the body people anymore, but what do we have? I forget the phrase that they're constantly saying now. They're constantly saying this one phrase where I'm just like, shut up. Oh, you don't need money because you have weapons. You have nuclear weapons, okay? First, because I own the earth. That's implying that I own the earth, by the way, because I obviously clearly have no nuclear weapons. FBI, CIA, government branches. I don't have any nuclear weapons. I don't even know how to make a car, let alone a bomb. Okay, so like I don't know anything about that stuff, and I don't have any gunpowder. I don't own a gun, let alone many guns to necessitate an entire rack. Okay, I own a hair dryer. That's about it. Okay, I own a hair dryer, and I own some mascara. My nose was bleeding crazy this morning, so I'm not looking forward to that. And I felt like I was falling to adrenochrome land, and so I had to calm myself down. I had to calm myself down so I could go back to sleep because it was like really early in the morning again, like 3, 4. And I felt my veins all going crazy and stuff. And I was like, oh God, I feel like I'm going back to adrenochrome land. And I tried to calm myself down, calm myself down, calm myself down. That's fallen earth, y'all. Okay. That ain't future earth. That's you coming from the future. That's not the future. That's fallen. That's come from the fallen. You're saying come from the fallen. Okay. Remember they always say come from the future. Well, that's the future. No, it's the fallen. That's the fallen. You're coming from the fallen earth. You're not coming from future earth. You're destroying future earth pretty well. Okay, we got Queen Annabelle leading the pack in fallen earth. Okay, she's not from future earth. She's not somebody I should have never met as well. Okay, she's somebody I literally should have never met. I should never, ever, ever meet Annabelle Sebastian. Okay, so if I meet Annabelle in person, and if Gigi says I already met her, I'm gonna go crazy. Okay, but if I don't ever want to meet Annabelle, um, Sebastian Stan. If I meet her, it's over. It's over for us. I'm telling you, we're going to Fallen Earth if I meet Annabelle because she's creepy AF. She's creepy AF, dude. I don't like her at all. I know I liked her the other day. I don't like her. Her voice is bad, negative, negative, negative. I don't like her at all. She's definitely okay. So that's the whole thing. But like, you know, Scarlett's probably having a panic attack or whatever. But because it's real, Scarlett. I thought you already knew that, but I know a lot of y'all are having your epiphanies right now that it's real because I came home to give them their epiphanies. It's fucking real, okay? It's fucking real. And we're going to Fallen Earth now. And before last year, and that's why I woke up out of a coma and started talking to y'all about space because it switched from last year because y'all failed big time, okay, to treat me like a princess. Y'all didn't even treat me like a normal person last year. Y'all treated me probably like the princess down under, which we call level 1. And they filled in there was like this huge like hole next to my house, and this isn't a dream, okay? So that means it was level 1. There was like a huge hole in my house, next to my house. And the owners of the store that I was working for, she came over in the fucking, the cat, whatever it's called, the construction thing, and she filled in the hole herself with the construction thing, and she gave me or my mom, I don't remember, a check, and she was like, "Let me help you, okay? Because let me help fill this in or whatever." It was literally level 1. I think it was a bomb. It was from a bomb. Okay, I'm literally thinking it's from that hole was from a bomb, but it's level 1. This is level 3, basically. Okay, so we're not there yet. Okay, but that's supposed to come up. Okay, it's supposed to be like as as above so below, as below so above, or whatever. Like no, nothing. Okay, there was no like, oh yeah, we'll help you move to New York and we'll help. Da, 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 da. Like it just stops at that dreams. And like y'all are so fucking dumb from level 1. Like you are the dumbest people I've ever met. It's fallen Earth. Okay, it's fallen Earth. Okay. They're like soon to be called Sunken Earth because I just like you just can't get over it that there's a creator of this video game and I don't need any input unless I like unless I want your input. Just um as it's so real, it's realer than real, and y'all are just like, I'm gonna give you my 2 cents because I'm doing such a good job at this video game because we're falling to level. Like it's crazy. It's so crazy, guys. Like how stupid y'all. It's crazy. Okay. So anyway, I had to come home. Like you get codes when you're around me in person. Okay. And so I came home to give my family codes. Okay. It was very important to me because here I am in California most of the time or at work or whatever. So I'm giving, you know, people that are semi important to me codes. And I was like, I'm going to come home, sit for a year and give them codes for an entire year. Like it's a job. Okay. So that's basically why I'm here because the codes come from me. I don't know if you guys know that or not, but they come from the one molecule. They don't come from, you know, digging for gold on level 1. It comes literally from me, the one molecule. Oh my God. Looks like I just got lip filler for a second. Did you guys see that? I just had huge lips for a second. So, okay, so, yeah, then I had a dream last night that I was at like one of the studios or whatever, and they were like the first crossover between Marvel and DC because is starting because of Alyssa Janello, and I was getting credit for it and everything, and I was like, wow, this is great because we're clearly turning into the crazy clown show, like a bunch of Harley and Jokers over here. And then we got Marvel in the background coming through. My siblings like, what the fuck? Because I do not like Annabelle at all. I hate her. I don't like her at all. First of all, her dresses, like she wants to be me so bad. She probably wants to beat me too, right? She wants to beat me at my own game like everybody else. I'm gonna watch Silent Hill again. That's it. Where Annabelle's from. Annabelle's not even from Last of Us. She's from Silent Hill. And I'm not joking. I told y'all how it happens. They all start calling in the soul, right? To integrate the soul. They want to integrate the soul. And then they start calling themselves Alyssa. And isn't that the name of God in the fucking video game? And that's my name. And I'm literally God. And before in the video game, she was a demon. And now she's God. And before in real life, I was a demon. And now I'm calling myself God. And how the video game just like, if you know anything about Silent Hill, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, you don't. And if you know anything about me. So, it's like, get over here with your friendship bracelet, Scarlet, and like stop denying that we're not super soldiers is basically what we're saying. Like, stop denying that we're not super soldiers. We're super soldiers, Scarlet, and you can't be afraid of doing your job. As we got level 1 Bozo the Clowns in the background yelling at me. You're a level 1 Bozo the Clown, buddy. Okay? It's annoying. And we don't only got Joker and Harley Quinns, and my name's Off Kilter. Hi, nice to meet you. I already told you. My name's also probably Melina right now. But anyway, we got Bozo the Clowns in the background, okay? Like channeling all sorts of gross stuff to us. Okay, that's a level 1 protocol. It's grossing me out. It's disgusting me. I got a level 1, level 3 split. Is filling in, and I'm watching both scenes, and I'm like, oh my God, that's disgusting, like gross. Okay, so Annabelle is turning into literally my clone. Didn't Bucky call it? Didn't he say it at the fucking Golden Globes? And he was like freaking out on the live if you were listening to telepathy. And he was like, oh my God, Alyssa, it's over for us. She's turning into you. It's you, Alyssa. It's you, Alyssa. And me and Andrew Garfield were both like, okay. It's not that we do believe him, but we're just like, okay, like that's the answer. And anyway, she really is. Her face shape is changing to my face shape. And I was like looking at her this other like next award show, next award show, next award show. Like, what the fuck is Sebastian Stan doing? And always bringing Annabelle now, and they're like, "Oh, Annabelle, Annabelle," because like I could talk about Annabelle in here. It's ridiculous. It's so it's like annoying to me. It's so annoying, right? It's fake princess show. It's fake princess show, and y'all think you're winning. Y'all gonna end up in Fallen Earth, and y'all think y'all are like so excited to be like disgusting. It's weird. That's weird. You guys got problems, okay? The microbes got problems. Like, I don't know why you're reaching for Fallen Earth and you're not reaching for Future Earth. So anyway, Annabelle, she like her dressing. she like she's like the most basic bitch ever. Like, she should be wearing like um just like really simple gowns. Okay, she dresses vampy. She's dressing very vampy with like her. She dresses like that burlesque dancer. I can't Dita Von Teese. She dresses like Dita Von Teese. Is very vampy. Okay, and like there's nothing vampy or Barbie about her. She's very, very simple. And all her clothes, she's all like her entire Instagram, and she's like very simple, like very simple dressed, and like has like no style, and is like a beige princess. And like all of a sudden she's like vamp queen, right? Because like she wants to be like me and everything. And obviously she's pulling my face through the time tunnel. Like her face completely changed. It looks like she had facial reconstructive surgery. Not really. I said she had a facelift, but it doesn't really look like she had a facelift because she's got bigger cheeks now, like me, and like more of a heart. I have a heart shaped face. She has more of a heart shaped face, like me. Before she just had like this bland oval face. Like she's literally turning into my clone, and she's really trying to pull the soul through the time tunnel, and is hilarious. But it's also a tiny bit scary, and because the way she talks is creepy as fuck. And I'm like, is Sebastian about to shapeshift into Hayden? And are they about to be like our first clones to get married? And they're gonna be like, well, we're like, trying to protect her or whatever. It's like, Sebastian, you're literally supposed to be like mine in future Earth. Like that is an alternate timeline that's not supposed to happen, called Fallen Earth. Why would you reach for that, Sebastian? You're stupid. And he's literally my best friend. That's fucking stupid. So, he's so fucking stupid reaching for Fallen Earth. Like, you already saw what happened at your wedding, and like you're still going forward. If he shapeshifts into Hayden, then it's over. Then they're gonna become Hayden and Alyssa clones, right? There's not going to be any more need for Hollywood. Hollywood's done for already because they all becoming ghosts. Then they move to Santa Barbara. They take over me and Hayden's house, okay? Because that's how she's talking. She's talking like the girl that I was in the dream. Is it me? No, it's not me. I don't talk like that. It's like super like creepy. It's not, it's just weird and like gross and creepy. And it's like, oh, get away from me. I don't care if you look like Alyssa. Like, it's very obviously not me. It's very obviously not me. And yeah, so, and it's like showing off of riches. Like, that's how she was in the dream last night, and she was like, I think I was like switching in and out of her last night, or like there's a few of her. There's a few of hers. I was in Clone Central last night, so I guess I was in level 1 at the end of like capitalism, because I was like, oh, there's a DC Marvel crossover coming, and I guess that would signal the end of capitalism. And that's where I was, because there's obviously more Annabelles in the mix than Annabelle, and there's like better ones or whatever. So I think there was like a few of them, and I was obviously in the one that's more resonant with Alyssa, right? But like it was also like going up and down the timeline to like a baby self and whatever, and I was definitely in for the beginning of Fallen Earth last night. And it was not okay. Let me see. So yeah, so they get married. Their wedding makes everybody go crazy. I guess she tries to steal all my friends again. you're fooling yourself if you think you can like steal my friends. Like if you're obviously she's listening in right now and she's like, oh my god, all the friends come, and she's like getting excited to marry Sebastian Stan. She obviously is, and thinking she can do this. And she's like, well, isn't that a clone's job? Da, 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 da. In the meantime, I'm telling you, like, you are fooling yourself. You're fooling yourself, okay? Um, but they're she's like, every girl's got to have a fantasy. Well, that's the wrong fantasy because you're reaching for fallen earth and you're fooling yourself. You can't steal my friends, point blank, period. You're not going to be at the wedding. It's going to be me and Hayden. We're going to infiltrate the suits. You won't even remember your own wedding, okay? So I don't know if you know how interdimensionals work or not, but there's nothing there for you to fantasize about, Annabelle. So anyway, they go to Santa Barbara. They buy the house or whatever because Sebastian Stan's career is doing so well. Okay, right? And it just skyrockets. I mean, it's the end of capitalism. Why not give one of her meaty men all of the awards he can take, right? So, so that's what happens, and that's their trajectory. And then those are the clones that we're talking to in the very near future. Is it? And then they're the ones that need help. And it's like, I'm telling you right now, this is the same thing. Like they're reaching back, and Hayden, because me and Hayden are like, oh yay, we get to get married. Looks like it's gonna happen or whatever. And then we look at Annabelle and we're like, Annabelle's turning into Liz. What the fuck's happening? And if Sebastian Stan turns into Hayden, then there you go. You know what I mean? And or worse, Hayden gets stolen by Annabelle. Okay, let me just say it because y'all are that stupid. Okay. So anyway, it looked like a younger Hayden, to be honest with you. So she might go out and find a Hayden clone, and I don't know, but like that's what it looked like because they might be listening right now. And Sebastian Stan might actually come to his senses because it's real, and he might be like, "We got to break up, Annabelle," and then she'll go out and she'll find a Hayden Christensen clone. Please stop correcting me and saying stupid words that don't mean shit or whatever. And like, if you're Alyssa from the future, like, prove it and whatever. Because like, we're like, oh yeah, that did kind of happen or whatever. But like, I don't really care. Get out of my face, Sabrina Carpenter. Okay. So anyway, yeah. So maybe he'll listen and because we're literally going to Fallen Earth. You can feel it. You can feel it because you're like, oh yeah, Fallen Earth. That's where I want to go. You can feel that. You can feel the pool to fall. There's a pool to Fallen Earth. Okay, there's literally a pool to it, and um, there's not really a pool to Future Earth anymore, which is crazy because Scarlett and I love Future Earth, and I think Bucky and Chris love Future Earth too, but we love Future Earth, dude. And now we're like, we're going to Fallen Earth, and we're like, yay, we're going to Fall. It's like, it's not like, it makes you feel like depression override every single day. So I don't know why we're cheering about our depression override every single day by steering towards Fallen Earth and splitting and hearing people's splits and being like, why is this happening? Why is this happening? And like, yeah, well, it looks like you're married to Annabelle, so that's probably why this is happening. And yeah, and it's like Annabelle and like who's an Alyssa clone now. I think I'm just gonna call her Alyssa clone now. But like it's so obvious she looks so much like me. It's crazy. It's crazy, guys. It's crazy. In her latest like she's like probably trying. I was like, okay, I guess that dress is kind of acceptable. Then I started thinking about it. I'm like, it's super vampy. Like you're super like fucking trendy. Like what are you talking? Like you're not trendy. Like you're from Connecticut. You know what I mean? Like go get your simple beige dresses, beige black dresses. Like dress from you're from DC, girl. You ain't from you ain't from Marvel. I don't even know. I mean, girls from DC dress very vampy too. Think about like Poison Ivy or whatever. But you don't dress like that. You dress like a basic bitch. So I don't know why you're dressing all vampy. Let's really talk about it, right? You're literally just trying to be a clone of me. So you should say that. You should go on an interview and be like, I'm trying to try out for a clone of the princess because I want to marry Hayden Christensen. And you're going to find some dude that looks it looked like the younger version of Hayden. You guys know what I'm talking about when I say the younger version of Hayden. It looked like that. It didn't look like the 2025 version of Hayden, the military version of Hayden, um, the 3D Earth military version of Hayden. So, yeah, if you say there's only one God, or there's only one, then that's how we fall to level one. There's only one. Okay, that's how we fall to level one. And it's not my will to fall to level one. It would be my will to go there safely via my castle. Okay, so because of that, everybody's will whose it is to go to level one, you're not doing well already. You're literally not doing well already. Okay, that's my point. And I got a family to take care of. So that's what I care about. And I don't care about Annabelle. Okay. I literally don't care about Annabelle. And I don't care about like her trying to impress me by being my first clone or whatever. Same with Alba Batista. Like she obviously looks a lot more like me since like I took on her energy or whatever. She doesn't look like, you look at her old pictures, she doesn't look anything like me. And now she looks like me with brown hair. And it's like, I just care about my family. And if you cared about me, you would care about my family. You wouldn't care about impressing the world with becoming an Alyssa clone. Okay. Because that's really all I care about is my family and trying to like keep them safe. And I am the one molecule. And I've always been like that since before I knew I was the one molecule and everything. That's all I've really cared about is my goddamn family. So, that's not going to change. That's not going to change. Okay. So it doesn't matter where we go. That's the only thing I'm going to care about. If we go to Fallen Earth, that's all I'm going to care about. If we go to Future Earth, that's all I'm going to care about. Obviously, Future Earth, Fallen Earth, probably, hopefully, I get to marry real Hayden. I hope so, at least. But um, Future Earth, I get my husbands and my wives. Okay, I feel like we come up with a word for that because I'm like, what was the word for that? Like my court or whatever. But um, I think in level one, it's just me and Hayden, and that's my family, right? But obviously, I have this family, the platonic solids, okay, the first platonic solids of the U.S. nation, okay, and these are the ones I'm always going to care about. These are the ones I've always cared about, so that's not going to change, okay. Look at this. I got a Peggy Carter ring from my grandma on my hand, okay. Does she care about me? And it goes all the way up and down the timeline, okay. So this is what I care about. So that's why I came home. So I don't understand people that don't care about their families. What I'm trying to say, and you try to impress the world with like being a clone or whatever, because you don't have like a family or something. Like I don't know. You just I already told y'all how to get out of level one. Stop agreeing with your own goddamn will and your own creepiness. Oh, my phone just got extremely cold. My phone just got ice cold. That's crazy. It feels like an ice cube. That's crazy. I guess they're about to be like freezing cold Palladians. I don't know. Um, we know it's real. Yeah. I mean, they all kind of had their epiphanies just like I did. And so I'm warning y'all now. A fallen earth is real, then sunken earth is real too. Like, I don't know who y'all, like, y'all can't get it through your head, can you? Didn't I just say it's not about giving yourselves credit in a video game? Or that's called, Claire said last night, they signed a non compete with you list. They did sign a non compete. They're not allowed to compete. That person out there is like, if fallen Earth is real, sunken Earth is real too. You signed a non compete, bitch. Who are you talking to? You signed a non compete. It's ridiculous. I'm so ridiculous, ridiculized. Okay, by this year. This year is ridiculized. Right? It's just crazy. Like, you sign a non compete and you still keep thinking you can talk like this or whatever. Like this. I'm trying to help you because you're gonna go crazy and you're gonna be like, what happened? What happened? Because you're just like catching up now. Like, oh my god, it's real. Let me participate. And it's like, no, don't participate. You're making a fool of yourself. I already told you what to do.